Yoga for arm strength and balance. Today we're going to be working on toning and strengthening our arms, building that upper body strength throughout our shoulders and our upper arms, and also finding that balance throughout our body. So if you're ready, let's begin, starting in a mountain pose. Standing at the top of our mat, close your eyes, place your arms to the side of your body, feet are together, making sure that your posture is straight, regulating our breathing, and taking a few moments. Go ahead and inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, slowly roll the spine back up into standing, arms raise up. Exhale, dive it down. Doing a few of these. Inhale, roll all the way up. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, dive it down. Rolling the spine up on the inhale. Raising the arms up, look up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, rolling up one last time into standing. Roll the shoulders up and down, away from the ears. Interlace the hands behind your back. Open up the chest cavity. And let's go ahead, slightly bend the knees. Fold forward into your standing forward fold. Feeling a nice deep stretch in your shoulders. Making sure all four corners of your feet are grounded to the mat, so all 10 of your toes and your heels. Opening out, trying to reach our hands as close to the front of the room as possible, so towards the front of your mat. Really feel that nice deep opening through the shoulder blades. Inhale, slowly bend the knees first. Roll back up into standing. Release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, step back in a plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment and give yourself this opportunity to find some movement in your very first down dog. Stretching one leg and bending the other. Each time you stretch one leg, make sure you push the heel down as close to the earth as possible, getting a deeper stretch in your hamstring, creating more flexibility throughout your legs, maybe shaking your head, loosening up any tension and stiffness in our neck. This is really great, especially if you just woke up. It's really good to help release any tension out of our neck after sleeping. Making sure your hands are fully gripped to the mat. All 10 fingers are widely spread. Find a still down dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank pose. Tucking in your core, making sure you're in one line. Exhale, back into downward dog, feet are together. Inhale, plank. So we're doing spinal rolls. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. One more. Inhale, plank pose. Hold. Shift back into downward facing dog. Feeling that nice good stretch throughout your back. Making sure your tailbone is pointed up to the sky. Bend your knees, hop or step to the front of your mat. You're in a standing forward fold. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale it out. If you can grab your toes, go ahead and reach for them. Maybe walking one leg out at a time, feeling the stretch throughout the backs of our legs. Hold still in your standing forward fold. Go ahead and step your right leg back into a high lunge. Place your right hand down on the mat, left arm raises up. So we're in a twisted high lunge. Your left arm is stacked right over your right arm. Opening up through the side of our chest. Feeling that nice, good opening, helping to improve our breathing. Go ahead and shift into a side plank from this pose. So putting all the weight now on our right hand. Left leg is over your right. So you're stacked even in one line. Arm over arm. Taking this opportunity to keep the mind still. And focusing on that juicy point. That point of concentration. That focal point. Building lots of strength in our upper body. Amazing pose. Exhale it down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees. Look to the front of the mat. Hop or jump. Stand in a standing forward fold. And let's go ahead and step your left leg back into high lunge. Place the left hand down on the mat. Right arm up. Looking up towards that right arm. Feeling a nice, good opening throughout your right side body. Expanding through the right side of your chest. And let's go ahead and put all our weight on our left hand now. So we're in a side plank. Right leg is stacked over your left leg. Firing up the whole entire body. Making sure that your hips aren't sagging. Your arm is stacked over your arm. Really put energy into those fingertips. So holding this pose, not your breath. Breathing through every pose, using that inhalation and exhalation and diving deeper and deeper. Exhale it down. Plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's go ahead and shift forward into upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Feet are together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Moving our spine in two opposite directions. Sort of like a cat and cow. Helping to create lots of mobility. Neutralizing our spine. Helping to create a nice healthy back. Hold your down dog with your feet together. Go ahead and drop down to your forearms. Coming into a dolphin pose. You can interlace your fingers together. So we're in a downward dog, or we're in a dolphin pose in the form of a downward dog, except we're on our forearms. Hips are piped up to the air. You should feel the fire throughout your upper body. This pose is wonderful for sculpting that upper body, helping to create nice sculpted definition in our shoulders. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, shift forward into our forearm plank now. So we're in a position of a plank pose on our forearm. Our back and neck are straight in one line. Shoulders over elbows. Hold your forearm plank. Go ahead and come back into a regular plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe it out. And let's go ahead and take your right arm to reach on the outer left calf. Look up towards your left armpit. Feeling a nice good stretch. Building strength through our upper arms. Come back to center. Inhale, reach the left arm on the outer edge of the right calf or maybe right ankle. Twisting and looking up under that right armpit. Feeling that nice good stretch throughout our side body. Exhale it back to center. Hold your down dog. Inhale, jump forward into a yoga squat. And make sure your all 10 toes are pointing outwards. And you're as wide as your mat. So we're not too wide, but also want to make sure we're not too close together with our feet. Sitting up nice and tall, crown of the head facing the sky, tailbone facing the mat. Use your elbows to open your hips. Sinking nice and low in our yoga squat. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let your exhalation be longer. Go ahead and place your hands in front of you. Coming into Bakasana, crow pose. Place your knees on your upper triceps. And let's go ahead and practice lifting one leg up, lifting the other. If you're comfortable, go ahead and lift both feet up. Try to get your big toes to touch each other and point. So we're building lots of strength right now through our wrists, our arms, our shoulders, helping to improve our balance. Balance is super important for us, especially in yoga. It teaches us to balance everything else in our daily life outside of our yoga practice, especially in the food that we eat. Go ahead and exhale, bring the feet down into your yoga squat. Sit nice and tall in your yoga squat. And let's go ahead and step back into plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Inhale, step the right leg forward. Shift forward into standing, taking your left knee to your chest. Coming into a half lotus standing pose. Placing our left ankle on top of our upper right thigh. Standing nice and tall. You can grab your right hand on your right foot in front of you if you like to hold better balance and also feel a deeper stretch. Take your left arm up, Anjali Mudra hand, and just find that spot in front of you that you can focus your gaze on. Not looking at anything else but that spot in front of you. Growing nice and tall, balancing poses help to really tone and focus our core. Go ahead, release the arm, release the foot. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and step your left leg forward now, high lunge. Shift forward into a standing pose, bringing your right knee to your chest. And taking your right ankle on the top of your left thigh, holding your right foot with your left hand, reaching your right arm up in Anjali Mudra hand, standing nice and tall, looking at that spot in front of you, that focal point, making sure you're grounded on all four corners of your left foot, tucking your core in. Exhale, hand down, leg comes down. Inhale, raise the arm up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway. Step back into plank, chaturanga, flow it out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and inhale, bend your right thigh, or other side, whichever one you want to start with first. So we're in a half lotus seated. Coming into a full lotus, placing your other foot on top. Feeling the nice, deep hip opener throughout both of our hips. Sit nice and tall, roll your shoulders back. Place your hands, both hands on the side of your body. Let's lift up, use our arm strength and come into a scale pose. Lifting your body up, nice and high. Maybe finding a swing. Using that strength throughout our upper body, that power. Go ahead, exhale and release your tailbone. Release one foot at a time, carefully, then the other. And let's go ahead and roll all the way down onto our back. Place your hands, your fingertips to face towards your head, your feet, you're on your heels, knees pointing up towards the sky. Moving your heels as close to your glutes as possible. Make sure your tailbone is flat on the ground. Inhale, lift up, come into a wheel pose. So a full bridge, opening up our frontal body, our heart, our chest, and our shoulders, helping to stretch our abdominal muscles. Maybe coming on the tippy toes, feeling even more of a deeper stretch throughout those abs. Go ahead and release your wheel. Slowly come on down. And release your feet. Release your arms. Rest in Shavasana. Closing your eyes. Letting your whole entire body take in everything you did. And surrender to your mat. You deserve this time to yourself. On your right side. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, roll onto your easy seated pose. Sitting nice and tall. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking this opportunity for yourself to do this practice to benefit your health and your well-being. I hope you enjoy. If you could please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, Yena Yoga. That would mean the world to me. Namaste.